Hi, my people. Welcome back to 100 Days of Data with Miss Mailiana. It's day 33. Alright, so today we are going to be going on to our laptop, our Windows laptop. It's been a while I use my Windows actually. Our Windows laptop and look at how to import our data into Power BI and get to play around and get to know the interface of Power BI. Right, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to go through import data into Excel data into Power BI and also look at the interface of Power BI and then transform data to see what transform data is all about. And we call it a wrap for today. All right, so before we go on to the laptop, I just wanted to let you know about Power BI a little bit. I think I've done that on the board and all that, but let's just go have a recap, right? So that you get to know which, when it comes to Power BI, which laptop or which computer helps us. All right. So why did I have to switch to my Windows when it came to Power BI? The reason being is that most Windows are powered by Microsoft. Okay, so my Windows is actually powered by Microsoft. When I got it, I had 1 year full or 6 months free Microsoft tools and all that, right? And Power BI is a Microsoft tool, so I get it for free. So if you want to download it on your Windows, all you get to do is go to the Microsoft store and then type search for Power BI desktop, download it, and voila, you have your Power BI desktop. But when it comes to the MacBook, you would have to be installing a lot of things and paying subscription, right, for that. But if you want to use MacBook, so what I do, all right, is that I work with Power BI on my Windows and then I publish it because I have organization email, right? If you don't have an organization email, that is to say that like you are in school, you have student email, like it's not at gmail.com, no, it's not at yahoo.com, it's not personal email, but organization emails. That is what you can use to do a little bit of review on your MacBook. But aside that, you would have to do a lot of payment. So if you are using a MacBook now, you want to learn Power BI, I would say it'll be a little bit challenging if you don't want to pay, right? If you want to pay, you put in the work, right? That makes sense. But probably if you're working for an organization, it's fine. So if you can maybe borrow a Windows laptop to work with, that'll be fine as well. Or you have a desktop, right? You can use the desktop because it has Windows in it and you work with it as well. All right, that is just by the way. All right, so let's get onto the laptop and let's import our data set. I'm going to make the data set available in the description as well so that you have that. Okay, so let's go. All right, welcome. So this is our clean data set, right? Immediately I get open a data set and it's in this table format. I just know that I have cleaned my data and my data is good. So this is an education data set, right? A data set that talks about students' ID, age, gender, high school, GPAs, SAT scores, and all that, which has been cleaned by myself. And I have it here, right? I have it in Excel, right? So it's already saved and I'm going to just I'm going to open my Power BI now, all right, so that we can use it to work. I think it's here. So I'm going to open my Power BI. So I'm going to import my my education data sets onto the Power BI. So you can even see down here that I say it is a clean data set. All right, so my Power BI is open. It's loading everything that I need. All right, so now I am going to click on, so this is the very first interface. And I've already signed in with my organization email. So you can see that it's my face is showing here, right? If you don't have any organization email, you can still use the Power BI desktop to learn, right? When you get the actual job, they'll get you email so that you can use it. All right. So now I'm going to go on blank report, and for some reason you would have to close your open active data set, right? So I can keep this, come back, and it's telling me, okay, I really don't need this now. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to go to get data and I'm going to get Excel workbook. All right. And then all right, wait, let's go through the data and the Power BI interface before I import my data. All right, so this is the interface you open when you're about to start a Power BI project, right? So this is to say, like, this is you're coming to create a report, right? And note, Power BI Microsoft keeps updating their tools because when I started learning Power BI, we had only three views, but now we have five. This is DAX view and this. I'm still learning them. I'm just giving you a disclaimer, right? So do not think that you will ever get done learning the Power BI. All right. So as usual, we know ribbons and tabs. So these are our file tab, home tab, insert tab, model tab, and all that. And one thing I learned from one tutor online is that Power BI is what you see is what you get. So whatever you read is it. That is it. Just have to play around it. And I say this all the time that the technology tools that you are learning teaches you as you go. You just have to pay attention. Pay attention and read more. You will be fine. Okay. All right. So we have our tabs and then our ribbons as well. Then we have our view. Right. So the very first view is reports view. This is where you're going to be creating your dashboard. Um, in this dotted area, okay? In this dotted area, then we have our table view. So when you insert your data set, this is where you can have a view added. And then you have our model view. So you're going to also look at that shortly, right? Our model view, which is where you're going to create a relationship and all that as well. Then we have our DAX. This is more about queries, how to run queries and all that. It's saying take a tour and you can take a tour to see what's going on as well. So DAX queries are here to help you quickly explore and gain insights from your semantic data model. Let's get started by right clicking items in the data pane to generate DAX queries such as top 100 rows and showing the values in the data column. Once you get going, turn on Copilot with Control 1 or Control I to also help you write DAX queries you need. So you can see that there's a AI feature already installed. So as I said, AI is here to help us work as a data analyst. So I'm loving it as well. I'm here to like I'm sure I'm going to bring a course on this very soon. So just stay tuned. So you can take a tour, right? So it says what write your own DAX queries on your data as well. The data pane is here, and it says well see your tables, columns, and measures. You can also run quick queries by clicking on some of the data objects. Amazing. All right, then run a DAX query. Click the run button or use F5 or Control plus Shift plus E keys as well. So take your time to read. I'm making sure that I'm taking my time to read so that you also take your time to read, right? Use OpenAI Copilot to help you write DAX queries and answer your questions about DAX. So now you can see that all you need is to get your basic understanding. When you are able to convince and to communicate your skills during your interview sessions and you get the job, you can learn all this on the go with AI. So let's clap for AI. All right, so that's just by the way. All right, so that's the DAX view. We have the new TMDL, right? This is more new, very new. It's just helping us be able to organize our data self and all that, be able to automate and all that as well. So let's get back. So we are going to go through the reports view, see the table view, and model view for this challenge. Okay, so when we come here, these are panes, right? So we have the filter panes, we have the visualization pane. So this is all, you can see that there are lots of visuals than the one we had in Excel, right? Then we have the table pane, data pane. When we upload our data, we're going to see it here. Then we have the desktop layout and we have the mobile layout. So note, we have Power BI mobile. So that's how it's like you can see how your chart is going to look like on a mobile part, right? So that is it. So now let's go bring our data set. Okay, get data, Excel workbook. I go to my documents and I open my data. All right. All right. Okay. So now you can see two things happening. It's saying there's a table and then there's a clean data. Let me show you the difference. So when we say, you can see that when we say a table, the icon for the table is different, and then the icon for the clean data is different. This icon stands for sheet and this icon stands for table. What I mean is that, let's open. If you have a data like this, the sheet is all the data, including the empty cells. Okay. And when we say the table, it's just the table, no other empty cells. Okay. So let's go back there. Right. So I am going to, let's see the clean data set, the sheet as well. Right. Okay, it can't view everything for you. Most of the time, I like to go for table, but for this time around, we have the sheet and the table being similar, right? So, for example, if we had an empty column, which is part of the table, is going to show you, right? Most of the time, you can have multiple tables on one particular sheet. So, if that is the case, you're going to take the tables instead of the sheet, okay? Right? Just you get to understand better if you practice more, right? So now for this particular video, we are looking at transform data. So let's go to transform data. Transform data is going to open a new window for you, and that window is called Power Query Editor. So it's where you can clean your data. If your data is not clean, you can delete something, replace something, and all those things. So let's look at it. It also has the tabs, right? Home tab, transform tab, add column tab. So you can add a column here and all that. Enter data. You can enter data here, new source and all that. You can export queries, results, properties, not, remove columns, choose column, keep columns, remove rows, right? So this is where you can play around, replace value. So what you see is what you get, group by and all these things as well. So this is transform data. So if I want to change something, so let's say for example, one major thing you have to focus on is your data type. All right. So when you come to your table, like your table, this is our table. You get to see the data type right by the column name, right, or the header. So this ID, student ID, is a data type of what? Text, right? ABC is text. Our age is a data type of what? 1, 2, 3, whole numbers, right? And our gender is a type of what? Text as well. Our GPA is decimals. That's what is showing 1.2, right? Our scores, SAT scores is also numbers. So you get to see that. So if you want to change it, you can actually click on it and change it as well. So that's transform data. But remember, our data is clean. I try to use multiple tools so that I get familiar with it. So you can clean your data in Excel, bring it into Power BI, then just play around it a bit. So maybe if you want to change some columns, you come and change it in Power BI so that you will be able to show that, oh, I used Excel and Power BI for this particular project. So they don't see only one way tools. Okay. So when you are done changing some things and all that, you are going to then move on to what? Close and apply. All right, so it's going to take a while to close and apply. It's loading. All right, data has been loaded. It's working. All right, so now where do we see our data? Is right under our data pane. All right, so you can see all the columns beautifully loaded there. When you come to your data, your table view, you can see it here. Our model view is not going to be really active because it's just one data, so you just see one data there. But if it was two data or four tables or five tables, you're going to see a lot of things happening here, right? So our major focus now for today is just the table. So we bring it here, and we have our table here. So you can just bring a chart. So you select the chart, it comes here beautifully. And you say maybe let's see gender. Let's just see the gender and let's just see the age happening. And you come here. So I'm just selecting the box. The small boxes are there for you to select. And then now you say, okay, I want to see the average, right? So you get to see, like, you get to display and all those things as well. So the average is 23 for female and 22 for male. It's very similar, right? So maybe you can say, let's do it with a pie chart so that you can see it's happening more, right? Or let's do a donut chart. This is just you playing around, right? And all that. So play around it. You're going to love it. All right. I hope you learned. I hope you're good, and I'm going to see you on day 34. Thank you for learning with us. All right, my people. So we just went through our first data onto. We just uploaded our first data onto our Power BI desktop. It was amazing. It was just beautiful to actually go through this lesson with you. And also, just know that Power BI is very simple. All you just need to do is pay attention, read more, just play around. You never get lost. What you see is what you get, right? And technology actually teaches you as you go. So always pay attention and read. So we looked at the transform data part, which brings us to Power Query, right? So all you need to do is pay attention and dedicate your time to learn, and you're going to be good. Thank you so much for learning with us today. We are in Power BI, 3 tools already, and that's the beauty of this challenge. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you on day 34. Bye for now.